and we have to figure out what next. The results of our success here won't be immediate, but we should, after some time has passed, we should be able to get show fix the pilots, and the crew cost and worries about running out of crew should be a thing of the past. We need to hire at least one of their captains. It's because we need to convince the Jihad that we have resuscitated their species, and they won't believe us because they think they're extinct. So we need one of their captains at least to prove it. I think we'll go ahead here. The Giglas constellation is the home of the Pkunk, so since we're already here, we might as well make the extra trip and visit the Pkunk. Our general goal at the moment is to visit as many of the races we haven't already. We need to visit them at some point anyway, usually, to solve something or use them for something. So let's get on with things. And some of them will be actually we can get them to be our allies and provide ships and support for us. It's probably their ship, or is it a probe? Yeah, it's a probe. We'll visit the star systems in the hope of finding some of the Pkunk ships. Entire system with almost green orbits, at least 5. I'm checking them for life. This could be easy. Magma world, yeah, I don't think there's life here. Tectonic activity was 8, so no gas giants. This is much more interesting. Several moons, very likely at least one of them has Urea world. Yeah, this is terrible. I'm not going. I don't need credits that badly. Now this is pretty much a safe world for us. Yeah, it wasn't much, but we got like a 40 units of biological data. A radioactive world. And with biology, okay, we'll take it. We'll take all of it. But this biology isn't gonna be worth much. something. It's rare to see biology, life forms in a radiated world. This life is very simple, not worth almost anything. Yeah, that's great. Great. We don't really have much storage space, so this will mainly cover some of our fuel costs. We have a huge fuel tanks, but it takes a lot of resource units to replenish them. After we get some more credits and we have bought all the relevant information, we'll be using credits only to buy gas, the fuel. There should be at least one more, yeah, that green one. Hoping for biological data. Very dangerous planet, but not that dangerous. Weather only 3, and the dangerous one is tectonics, but we can handle that pretty well. This is a good find. Again, we'll probably be able to buy most of the current event information with the data we have recovered. The historical data is, well, there's some information that's relevant there, but it's more about background information stuff. So you understand what's going on with the Ur-Quan. Okay, now we need to find the Pkunk. I think there was a fleet approaching us. Oh, one more green planet. Valuable life, hopefully. This system has been great as far as life is concerned. Yeah, nothing. Let's move on. Very likely Pkunk. Yes.
Welcome to our home stars! We are the Pkunk. Pkunk we are. Seekers of the deepest truths. Askers of interesting and significant questions. Even now, a question of great transcendental significance comes up into our minds. Who are you and what do you want?
We are friendly beings who seek to establish friendly relations with your species.
Although we Pkunk have no rank, no pecking order, no arbitrary scheme of dominance, we do recognize that some of the souls in this universe have lived many lives, while others are but spiritual chickadees. I, Captain, have lived 38 lives, a paltry number compared to those wise and ancient souls who guide our race. You must consult them, Captain. They will help you to understand yourself, and in doing so, understand others, who in turn may or may not understand other things. Seek those wild birds at our home world, at Gamma Kruger 1. They have all the answers.
Let's go. We are seekers of truth, enlighten us.
Ah, vague omens and mysterious portents, tangled webs of fate, intertwined with the branches of destiny, blown by the capricious winds of happenstance. News, actually there is some news. It just so happens that it has come to our attention that Joga and Kazon, the two gods of the Ur-Rat, may actually be a hoax. We don't know who this hoax would have been perpetrated by, but it seems someone has used these fictitious gods to send the Ur-Rat down on us.
Duty calls.
Yes, by all means, if duty is calling. I am sure we'll see each other again. Perhaps when the stars are aligned in an appropriate configuration. Yes, my inner voice is telling me that is correct. When the stars align, Captain.
Hey, Gamma Kruger. Delta, Beta, Gamma. Very cheerful creatures, the Pkunk. Basically space hippies. They are trying to be very philosophical. What the hell? Yeah. God damn it.
Do not be frightened. We are powerful creatures, yes, but we could not hurt you any more than we could squish the helpless pootworm. We love the pootworm. We are one with the pootworm. We are one with you. Of course you realize this means you are one with the pootworm. Rejoice! To be one with the pootworm is to be alive! And why not be alive? Is that not what living is for? Yes,
Yeah, so I was saying that space hippies that are very philosophical. God damn it. Yeah, god damn it. No, we don't want anything. They're philosophical about the bad things that happen to them. God damn, that's a word. It's an extremely hard word for me to say in English. Philosophical. For some reason. Trying to pretend that bad things and losses don't matter in life. They're all part of life. But
Wait! A spirit voice rings within my soul. It tells me that I must give you something. Something to aid you on your noble quest. What, spirit? What must we give this young human? Mineral resources? No. Important secret? No. Starships? No. Then what is it, spirit? Spit it out. What? That thing? Are you sure? Okay, here you go, Captain. Take this clear spindle. It is an ancient and powerful device, built by the precursors hundreds of thousands of years ago. What does it do, you ask? I haven't the slightest idea. Auspicious portents and serendipitous omens have foretold your arrival. Welcome, alien guests, to the home of the gentle and playful Pkunk, children of the cosmic light, hobgoblins of joy, seekers of spiritual truth. And other neat stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the game teases you quite a bit at this point, because it's joking about how useless these guys are. Every time they try to help, they tease about the materials and more materials and ships and things like that, but you never get that. They're not that helpful. Yeah, I think as a sort of an apology, you get something from them, so you don't really feel bad about the game teasing you. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. I am Captain Archer in command of the Enterprise.
Yes, we know all that. We are not known throughout the galactic sector as powerful psychics for nothing. Of course, we already know the answer to this next question too, but we enjoy conversation. Why have you come here?
We have come to your homeworld to offer you a no. I have come to ask you for your help in the fight against the Ur-Quan.
The fight, always the fight. We Pkunk are yin and you are yang. I suppose the problem is that the Ur-Quan are a little more yang than you are. Well, be that as it may, we are sympathetic to your concerns. We were not always the mystical, aloof, and yet caring, enlightened beings that we are now. If need be, we can still kick some serious butt. Let us unite and form an alliance. We will provide you with all of the crew, ships, and resources you desire. We will give you... Wait! I sense that you are offended by our craft.
And here comes the middle finger.
Yes, I am ashamed. Any warmongering species could offer this. We are Pkunk, children of the stellar breeze. We shall give you what all others could not, the greatest of gifts. We shall give you our love. Ah, you are speechless. Do not talk now. I can feel the energy connecting us. Let us part while the silence remains. Farewell. But wait, before we go, as a small token of our love, not as a material gift, mind you, we give you 4 of our meager ships, fully crewed. Good luck!
Yeah. This is what I mean when they said the game gives you the middle finger and teases you, makes fun at your expense, but then gives something as a consolation reward. So it was definitely worthwhile asking and coming here. Clear Spindle and 4 of their ships. They're actually quite good ships.
Before we proceed, Captain, I must speak. Many of my people have not been sleeping well these past few nights. In fact, I myself did not sleep well last night. Well, actually, I slept okay in the first part of the night and then had a little trouble later on, maybe halfway through, until I got up and had something to eat. Anyway, the reason we are not sleeping is because of a dream. Yes, a dream. We have seen that in the center of this region of space, near stars that form the shape of a cup, and are in a constellation that begins with the letter C and ends with the letter S, and whose letters rearranged spell asterisk. 2 great armadas fight. One of black ships, the other of green. Our dream tells us that if the black ships should win this fight, they will destroy all life in this region. Captain, they are winning now. If there is anything you can do to stop them, you must do it, please! Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Captain, we have been expecting you, of course. In fact, you're here because we wished you to be here. By channeling our psychic energies through a trans-dimensional flux inducer, we were able to affect the low-frequency stream of a soul particle such as yourself and direct its course. The only thing is, we can't remember why we brought you here.
Do you mind if I ask you a few things about the Ilrath?
Why should we mind? We bear the spidery creatures no ill will. Without darkness, there is no light. Without death, there is no birth. And thanks to the Ur-Rat, there's lots of birth.
Yeah, this is just my impression, but they seem rather hostile. Why is that?
We have delved most deeply into the dark and greasy heart of the Ur-Rat. And what do you suppose we found there? Well, we found a torpid, vile, malign, odious, spiteful spirit. Right, no surprises there. What did surprise us, though, was what we saw when we regressed into the past lives. It turns out that in their last lives, the Ur-Rat were all shining beings of pure light and blissful love. They had reached the pinnacle of spiritual evolution and could go no further. They were perfection. And then, somehow, they got just a tiny bit better and wham! They were all of a sudden totally evil. Wouldn't you know it? Get too perfect and you wrap right around to evil. That's why we Pkunk strive to be perfect, but always do little bad and annoying things to keep from ending up like the Ur-Rat.
Yeah, when was it that they started attacking you?
Well, that's easy. It was exactly 27,000 rotations of the 7th planet in the House of Pkunk. Before the first alignment of the auspicious constellation of Bit with the heavenly body of Shamlathul, which was really only a partial alignment. I guess you would say 8 years ago.
Okay, how are you faring in the fight against the Ur-Rat?
We have calculated that at our present rate of attrition, we will exist only on the spiritual plane in a matter of a year or so. Of course, the physical realm does hold a certain coarse attraction, a material quaintness, if you will. We will be somewhat disappointed to have to leave it.
Is there any way to stop the Ur-Rat?
An interesting question. The answer would be yes. If some benign and loving, yet incredibly destructive and powerful force were to simultaneously rip off all of their legs and dump their putrid egg sacs into steaming pools of molten metal, that would have the desired result of ending the conflict. Ah, but I jest. Of course, I bear the Ur-Rat no ill will. How could I, when I'm filled only with love?
Yeah. Again, trying to be philosophical about this, but not quite managing to do it. Yeah, let's talk about something else. But he gave us a timeline, sort of. It won't be too long. Year flies past, surprisingly fast in this game, so we have to do something about the Ur-Rat soonish. Not immediately, but we have to do something about them.
Yes, you're right. Why dwell on the heinous Ur-Rat when we could speak of flowers, rainbows, fairies, and crystal magic? Did you know, for example, that there is an invisible fairy spirit at this moment sitting on your head and making humorous faces at me? Ah, the mysteries of the universe. Try to understand them, but can you? No, they're mysteries.
Suddenly I find myself very curious about your species.
Not at all. We are, after all, a fascinating species. Of course, modesty prevents me from talking at length, although perhaps if you were to ask me specific questions, propriety might be better served.
Is it true that you can really see into the future?
Yes, it's wait. A vision comes upon me. A shining light. A crack in the egg. A swirling vortex. A tunnel. I see my past lives. Your past lives. More shining light. Ah, there it is now, the future. It's coming in clearer. Yes, I see tears. Tears of joy. They are coming from our yay-hot brothers and sisters who welcome us back to the nest, wings outstretched, beaks stuffed with grubs. Soon we shall return. Soon.
What interesting things can you tell us about your culture?
Just off the top of my beak, I suppose I would say that our culture could be defined as the ultimate unification, or oneness, if you will, of the extra-dimensional convergent chakra being energies to form a togetherness self, which both is and is not a culmination of the now essence.
Yeah. Do you refer to the now essence as an extension of the cosmic whole, or as the subset of totality of oneness?
An excellent question. The answer is in itself an answer containing the explanation you seek, and more. Let me say, the revelation includes the mysteries of pyramid power, which is merely a subset of the greater and more general pointy power. UFOs and FOs are significant, but their role should not be overplayed. I'm sorry, but I can be no more specific than that.
Oh yeah. What a load of horseshit. Oh. Okay, history of the Pkunk.
Ah, an intelligent question. But where to begin? Surely you know that we Pkunk were once one and the same species as the Yehat. Yes, it's true! We were once brutal birds of prey, oblivious to the mysteries of crystal magic or the 7 dimensions of psychic beings. It was not until Weeny Winky Bitchy Birdie sat on the mystical egg of ice-like temperature and gave the original squawk, ruff, 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 yeah, that our transformation began. It was the squawk, ruff, 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 yeah, that triggered the harmonic oscillations that would lead us to become the enlightened aliens that we are.
Yeah, what about the Jihad? Are you friendly with them?
That depends on how you define friendly.
So no.
We love our Yehat brethren, whereas they open fire on our vessels on sight. Fortunately, our psychic abilities allow us to sense the deep, abiding love, and yes, even shyness in our Yehat brothers and sisters. How we must have hurt them when we left so long ago. Soon, though, it will be time for the loving reunion, as our destiny is fulfilled, and we are once again reunited as one people.
Yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to the Pkunk.
Yes, you are right. I should be careful not to overwhelm you with my psychic intensities. Perhaps we could talk about something less overwhelming, albeit less interesting. Farewell, kind human. Return soon.
Oh. I think it's time for a save. And cut.